I kind of want to try out auto-instruct at least once in the playthrough, but I also sort of want to try instructing Cyril manually if I can, although his motivation isn't the best. Yeah, a lot of motivated people here, so I should probably focus on teaching them for now. How about Felix? His dad's here after all. Oh, we have bonuses now from the statues.
It was nothing. Of course I got it.
And budding talent unlocked. The unit now excels in the reason skill. Learn the ability Black Magic Crit plus 10. As if you need that, you were critting like a maniac with Black Magic earlier.
A new power that I could use.
You don't seem to like that very much. Okay then. Of course he's bad at authority. Because he's a cool loader who doesn't.
This could be useful. Maybe.
Okay, how about Ash? If I get lucky, I might be able to unlock his budding talent.
I've learned a lot. This will be... Whew, that's a relief.
There we go, another budding talent. Shatter Slash.
Is this my true talent?
No, I think your true talent is archery, but you're now good at lances, so I guess I should focus on that a little bit. Though you seem to be getting a lot of faith experience. I feel like the reason why lances are his budding talent is because of Lord Leonardo. I've already instructed Ingrid a lot, but she has a lot of D's. You've already got some C's. Yeah, I think she needs to get some C's. Yeah, that goes up to D+.
I'm getting the hang of this.
And now one more, either of these two. Well, might as well instruct Sylvain since, yeah, he is gonna be fighting his brother soon, most likely. Oh, Cyril is good at flying. Interesting. Okay, so let's check out what Cyril's proficiencies are. Doesn't have a budding talent, but he is good at lances, axes, bows, riding, and flying. In that case, let's actually put you on both riding and flying. Okay, these are the goals that I've set for everyone for the week. Let's begin.
There's something I'd like you to tell me.
Yeah, I saw in her profile she likes ghost stories.
That might work.
Though it was already maxed. And Professor level up. Just in time too, that'll actually give us more, maybe more battle points? Because we need to do some battles for quests. The number of adjutants you can deploy is increased. Okay. Masterclasses have been unlocked. Well, yeah, no one's gonna have one of those for ages. You can assign an adjutant to follow a unit into battle. So pair up, I guess. Follow up, guard. Yep, basically pair up. Okay. Interestingly, you don't unlock that until later in the game. That they get experience in battle, but do not lose weapon durability and don't die. Okay, that's kind of probably a cool way to train people. Nope, you're gonna still focus on becoming a magic sword master. But yeah, good way to train lower level characters without risking them in battle. Sylvain. Well, that fits given what's gonna come.
I'd cheat? You, baby? Never. Come on.
You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well...
Ask all the 100 other girls I told that to. Crap, shouldn't have said that.
Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
I would really like the idea of him and Felix, and like, of Felix trying to act as his wingman. That'd be amazing.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought.
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry. Especially one as beautiful as you.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
So, you know, maybe we... So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on people?
Yep.
You look like you've got something to say. So say it.
I was just gonna say that, okay?
Hey, that was between me and her, not you. But you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak.
Not Fire Emblem.
Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now?
Like, I mean, the only relationships then heartbreak are ones that generally are like between NPCs or happen automatically over the course of the story, like Sigurd and Deirdre. Whereas ones that you initiate yourself, really the only ones that end in heartbreak I can think of off the top of my head are Astolfo and Ingrid.
I really do hate seeing a girl cry.
Then don't make them cry.
I swear it's the truth. My heart's in a million pieces right now. It's just the worst.
Really? Your tone of voice doesn't give that implication.
Well, I figure the best way to mend a broken heart is to head out on the town.
You already are in town.
Why don't you join me? Who knows? Maybe you'll find love. I mean, I know I will.
Violet is
Calm
so angry.
down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
No, I do not have a sense of humor. I am a silent protagonist. Well, that was pretty much to be expected from Sylvain. Anyone else gonna stop Byleth during the week? No.
Let's give it a try.
I am a little worried.
We didn't do too bad, did we?
Okay, 2 skill ups.
I'm a natural.
Am I making progress?
Oh, she hasn't unlocked her budding talent in bows yet.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Dexterity +4, nice. And that's all. Oh, alright, you're an E+ in flying, and yeah, you've gone to C in both flying and riding, so I have options for what to promote you into next. Okay, today I'm probably gonna do a battle. Because we need to for quests. Oh, we still only have 1 battle point. Oh. Okay. Right, if I want to complete both quests, I have to skip next week's exploration. Interesting. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Let's just quickly preview masterclasses. Wyvern Lord. Lance, Axe, and Flying. Mortal Savant, which is kind of a cool... Okay, that outfit looks a little bit ridiculous, but also kind of cool at the same time. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to be aiming to make Felix. Grutnut. Yeah, wow, Dedu is going to have to work really hard on riding in order to reach that level. Bow Knight. Dork Knight. Holy Knight. So, kind of what paladins are in most non-Fire Emblem settings. War Master, which is kind of cool. Axe and Brawling. Yeah, level 30 or higher. Just realized something, do you have to be a beginner class to go to intermediate, or if I level up Cyril once, can I put him straight into an intermediate class? I guess I'll find that out. So, before I continue with the main game, there's actually a support that I got on my side file for Black Eagles that I really want to show because, well, you'll see. I just want to skip through most of it
Hey, Amy, you're
because...
going to get...
there's a
There's
part that
so
really
many-
surprised
when
me.
No, if an opera is made about my life someday, I wonder how I'll be portrayed.
So, this right here.
The revolutionary who guided the empire to a new dawn, or the foolish ruler who took her revolution too far?
Hail the mighty Edelgard, though red blood stains her story. Heavy as her crown may be, she will lead a soul to glory. To a brighter dawn we shall carry on. Hail Edelgard!
Yeah, I did not expect Dorothea to actually sing in this game, and holy crap, her voice actress can actually sing really, really well. I know she's a former opera singer and all that, I should have seen it coming, but that actually really surprised me. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I showed that. That was actually really great. We have 2 more quests that we can only complete through doing battles. So we're gonna actually have to spend our next 2 weekends fighting. However, it looks like we've got a few, several support conversations. Okay then. Yeah, kind of forgot about this last time. So, I guess Mercedes and Dimitri see.
My goodness. Sword training again today? Don't overdo it, alright?
Yeah, he's trained to be a lord, after all.
I certainly won't, but thanks for your concern, Mercedes. It's more of a hobby than anything, so don't worry too much.
A hobby? How wonderful! I would probably get tired of it, but that's just me.
Didn't you say you hope to take the sword test soon?
Not if I can help it. I'm having her take more bow tests.
You're right. I completely forgot that's coming up. What should I do?
Well, that's at least better than forgetting to put on your clothes.
To be honest, I've been a bit worried as I haven't seen you at the training ground much.
Why didn't you say something sooner if you were so worried about me?
It didn't occur to me that you could have forgotten. But you're right. I should have mentioned it. As an apology, why don't you let me help you with your swordsmanship?
You would do that for me? I'd really appreciate your help.
Okay, but keep in mind that since we're short on time, we may have to overdo it a little.
Define that, please. I'm not gonna be without my healer for the next few chapters, am I?
I don't like to overdo it, but if we must, I'll try my best.
It's settled. Let's begin. Don't tell me you've forgotten how to hold a sword. We have our work cut out for us.
I usually just hold the sword without thinking about my grip, you know? Let's see what happens now that you've shown me the proper way to handle it.
Why don't this feels familiar to me. I feel like there's been a support in a Fire Emblem game that was also talking about the correct way to hold a sword.
I was nervous at first, but just look at me now. Yeah!
Well, I didn't realize offering to help you would mean risking my life.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I guess she's surprisingly strong for a magic user.
I just meant to swing the sword. I didn't think it would go flying like that. I'm impressed with how quickly you can dodge.
Yes, I know you didn't intend to murder me. Though that scare likely took years off my life.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this whole sword fighting thing.
Which would be kind of ironic if you're actually making her a myrmidon or something. Not that you really would, but...
Nonsense. It's far too early to give up. The first time I picked up a sword, I was much like you. It's true that different people are better suited to different things. But if you keep at it and refuse to give up, you're certain to improve.
Well, that's only because you're in this game. If you're in any earlier Fire Emblem game, you would not be able to use a sword at all.
Do you really think so? Thank you, Dimitri. It's very kind of you to... Oh, there's a rip in your cuff, Dimitri. How do you think...
It seems I didn't dodge your sword fast enough. Don't worry, I can easily repair it.
Oh, there's a lot of blood on the floor.
I'm the one who tore it, so I'll be the one who mends it. How does that sound?
No, please don't worry yourself over it. Just focus on your exam.
Okay, that's their C, and I think all the rest are with Sylvain, and they're all with ladies, so this should be interesting. And given this one only goes up to B, his hopes of dating Annette have already been dashed. I guess I'll do that one first then.
Hey, Annette. Hitting the magic books again? Has anyone ever told you that you're pretty cute when you're studying?
Sorry, Sylvain, but I'm trying to think right now. Could you keep quiet for a bit?
How can you stay focused reading a book that thick? with such small print. Is some of that text upside down?
If I use the formula in this line here, the magical energy should... No, that's not right.
You're even cuter when you're working through a difficult problem.
Sylvain, I'm serious. Please be quiet.
Yeah, hang on. Look at the third line. You've got the formula wrong.
I said the... Oh, you're right. How did you know that?
That must be his hidden talent in magic showing.
Well, I mean, it's written right there.
Most people wouldn't be able to grasp this formula just by glancing at it. Have you read this book before?
Nope, this is the first time. Okay, now that I look at it... Wow, this book makes things way more complicated than they need to be.
And what's your take on this part here?
It's just describing another application for the same formula. Ha! This is pretty easy.
You know, you're actually kind of amazing. I've been studying magic for a while now, but even I have trouble with this stuff. You act like all you do is mess around, but are you actually working really hard in secret?
Nah, hanging out with girls is way more fun. I guess I just picked this stuff up somewhere. Life is short, Annette. If you waste it working hard, it'll be over before you know it. Get out in the world. Have some fun.
That's easy for you to say. You're strong and smart without even trying. It's not fair. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I was just thinking you're pretty cute when you're sulking. You know that?
Yeah, that's totally what he was thinking. I feel like he was actually thinking about something else.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, I just got lucky with that stuff in the book. I'd normally never be able to outsmart you. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and leave you to it.
Got lucky, huh? I'm not so sure about that. Well, that does it. It might be tough, but I won't accept second place. Let's go, me. I can do this. I'm gonna finish this whole book before sundown.
So yeah, I guess a bit of background on his hidden magic talent, I guess.
Mercedes, you look divine as always. Are you off to pray?
Annette sneaks up behind and punches him in the face.
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Because I stalk you there every day, and that isn't creepy at all.
Well, because I've been watching your lovely...
Oh wait, that was actually true?
Oh, I get it. You're the type who's always looking at girls, aren't you?
I won't lie, I do enjoy beholding women,
Yes, beholding.
but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
That's like the 200th girl you've ever said that to, right?
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
Well, let's see if you can take your eyes off my fist right now.
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... how can I put it without sounding even worse? Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
I don't know where to begin.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
Bartels? I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
No, any backstory is interesting backstory. Please share it.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Although I've already forgotten from the earlier books what those two houses actually are.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go.
That might have been one of the books did say that one house was annihilated.
After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer useful to the family after that.
Oh, right. You just got ashnarded.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed from the family and forced to flee to a church in the kingdom.
Wait, though, Mercedes herself does have a crest. I guess it just wasn't the crest that they were looking for. This whole thing reads a bit of a jab at Fire Emblem 4 players now I think about it.
I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes, Oh, praying! I forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right. And I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes, see you.
House Bartels wanted a crest and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same.
Interesting. Yeah, there's definitely more to Sylvain than it seemed at first. I'm glad I'm getting all of these supports now, before we're getting a chapter that focuses on him.
That was quite a sigh. What's wrong, Ingrid?
Oh, I just saw you hitting on two girls.
Tell me, Sylvain, what am I to you?
You're my friend. One of my oldest, in fact.
An old friend, is it? Then why must I clean up the casualties left behind by your skirt chasing?
Nobody asked you to do that. Heck, I thought you enjoyed it. Besides, you're real good at it. I'm excited to continue working with you.
Do you mean to imply you have no intention of acting a bit more respectably?
Please don't yell like that. Everybody's staring at us.
When you were 8, you came on to my sweet, sweet granny. My granny!
Come on. I was 8 and she was That was a long time ago.
Sylvain hit on Ingrid's grandmother? Wow.
And I thought Narukami's death social link was weird.
People can hear you. Please be quiet.
When you were 10, we went to that harvest festival, and you started making eyes at a scarecrow.
Well, I'm sorry, but Gatry Tree in a skirt still beats that.
A scarecrow?
Wait a second. That was just an accident. A tragic, tragic accident.
Maybe this guy's related to Gatry somehow.
When you were 15, you sought, relentlessly might I add, to involve yourself with Lord Gwendol's daughter. Who do you suppose made peace with the furious Lord despite having nothing to do with it? Me. Always me, always for you. Every time.
What a jerk.
You know what? This conversation is over. I'm done.
My point is that this has to end. Not later, but now.
Fine. I promise I'll try to change. Are you happy now?
Oh, that's it? Okay, well, I'm guessing he doesn't change that quickly. And there's one more.
Nightfall? Already? Suppose I'd better wrap up.
So headcanon, this happens right after that conversation, and Ingrid's just going over to one of the girls he hit on to try and smooth things over.
Good work with your training today, Ingrid. Here's something to wipe up the sweat.
Whoa, Mercedes. Hi. Hello. How long have you been... Thank you.
You're very welcome. I've been here since you started.
That's not creepy at all.
Not long. Huh. Well, my apologies for not having noticed you. I get so caught up in training, you know. But why are you here? I can't imagine it was too terribly interesting watching me.
Sylvain would think otherwise.
I disagree. I just couldn't help but admire your training technique. I have to say, you are very impressive. I'm nowhere near as graceful as you.
Graceful? I wouldn't say that, but thank you. If I'm to be honest, I'm the one who admires you.
Goodness me? How so?
Well, she did manage to rip Dimitri's cuff.
You're always so put together. You hold yourself with such poise and have such a keen eye for fashion. I mean, even the handkerchief you handed me smells like... lavender, is it? It's just lovely.
That perfume is a favorite of mine. I'm so glad you like it.
Even the fact that you thought to put perfume on your handkerchief is delightfully foreign to me. I'd never have thought of that.
I'll gladly share some with you. You're welcome to come visit my room whenever you'd like.
I'm sorry, but from that last line about her never having thought of that, I was just like, that sounds really awful, but the first thing that came to my head was, and that's why you're still single.
We can have tea and chat. How does that sound?
That sounds really nice. Yes. Sipping tea and having a chat. It's unlike me, but it sounds lovely.
But very much like Byleth.
From now on, we'll meet up whenever we have time. We can go right now if you're free.
Oh, no need to trouble yourself and rearrange things for me.
It's no trouble at all. You'll never know if you're the type who enjoys chatting over tea if you never try.
Well, I think several of them have already tried at this point, thanks to Byleth.
All right then.
And so, tea time was had. But no giant robots, because this isn't Henry Hatsworth. Okay, so with all that out of the way, it's time to actually battle. So we can either train or fight bandits. Oh, these are both in the Magdred way. I guess we'll do them in order. Let's train first. Maintaining your training. Okay, well, are we starting where Leonardo used to be? On the other side of the map. And just a bunch of thieves. Okay, so it's not exactly a training mission. We are fighting people who are trying to kill us, it looks like. And, like, they all seem to be iron sword users. Except for a couple who have iron axes. A lot of just random iron sword thieves. That's interesting. But I just realized there's something that I should probably do, and that is, I probably should use the goddess icon on someone. Who wants more luck? Okay, you use that. What, luck +4? Okay. Yeah, I think in the more recent games it does boost luck a little bit more, because they realize luck is kind of a bad stat. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the spirit dust. Yep, that's only magic +2, but oh well. I will transfer the training axe over to Byleth. And I'm going to have to drop someone if I want to bring Cyril. I mean, technically speaking, I should really drop Hilda because, yeah, she doesn't gain experience, but I want to build up her support with Byleth. As much as I'd like to try out Cavalier Dimitri, let's, yeah, not bring him. Cyril could probably use a bow, too. And you're really only good at axes and bows, so don't really think I need to give you something else. Okay, I guess you can only set people you're not deploying. Okay then, so maybe it is better for her to deploy Hilda. I'll have her as the pair-up partner for Byleth, which kind of makes sense seeing as she can't get experience anyway. And that actually does let me deploy Dimitri. Okay, let's fight.
Stay focused.
I will want Byleth to fight as much as possible because why is there a gigantic arrow? Oh, that's from that thief over there. I guess I can equip an axe on Byleth just to train that up a little bit.
What should I do?
I'll cut through.
Okay, that looks really cool. And I didn't want a critical.
Is that all?
How reassuring.
Ready.
Ready when you are.
Okay, I guess if I do that, the archer will attack Cyril. He doesn't have range +1, does it? No, he doesn't.
Here we go.
I'll get
Yeah, I think I want to try and level up
I'll
Cyril
give it
at
my
least
all.
once, just to get him into a new class, I guess. And yeah, I think he's currently a fighter. Yeah, he is a... Oh, he's still a commoner.
Here goes.
So I probably could have reclassed him to an intermediate class right away, but oh well. And it's finally calling it Crest of Flames. Is that even getting support points with Hilda? I guess I'll find out afterwards. It's kind of funny seeing Cyril leading those random soldiers because they really do not look like they don't really go with him at all. Is what I was saying. But I guess I can have Cyril Iron Axe this guy in the face.
Guess I'm pretty strong.
I do feel really bad sending a 14-year-old into battle, but they're definitely not the youngest Fire Emblem fighter in the series. I think Kana might be one of the youngest, because there's dialogue that implies Kana is no older than 12, because they have a line that implies they're not a teen. Like, they have a line where they talk about teenagers in a way that implies they're not one, so yeah, part of why I don't particularly like Kana all that much, but let's not get into that. Yeah, apparently forest terrain is really good in this game.
Let's keep our guard.
I guess it usually gives plus 20 avoid, not plus 30 avoid.
I feel more powerful.
Well, she's certainly getting pretty strong. Far cry from how she was at the beginning of the game. Like, please tell me that I'm actually getting support points with her for this.
That is that.
Doesn't show me getting support points with her. Okay, who's, well, Sylvain is super behind, so I guess he should try and get the kill here. Iron Sword, maybe? I mean, I guess I am specializing him in,
What's next?
lances and axes, so that was probably not the best weapon, but oh well. Oh,
Whoops.
not great.
Oh well.
His strength is still pretty solid, though. He's definitely getting better as I go through the game. I don't think I want to have Dimitri charge in just yet, because I might want other people to get a little bit more experience. And we'll soon have a lot of people ready to take intermediate exams. Might like Annette to get a little bit more experience, though. Obviously, I would like Cyril to get a bit more experience, too. So yeah, this map's pretty simple. I have noticed that a lot of the skirmish battles tend to go pretty quickly in this game, which is definitely not bad. Like, I haven't really even needed to skip many animations. I should probably be using Stride more, but I guess we'll hopefully see that later. She is not doing any dual strikes or dual guards.
Another step forward.
But no charisma, which means not one step closer to recruiting Hilda. Okay, you can finish this guy.
I'm not just some kid.
Well, you kinda are, but you're a strong kid.
Making Lady Rhea proud.
Yeah, I knew he'd have a quote that talked about Lady Rhea. Suppose Dimitri could forge ahead. So I think that's one thing that I was going to say before, but then I got interrupted by Dimitri critting. So one thing people have actually said that, I guess I don't mind people telling me because it's kind of interesting, and I don't think I would have realized it otherwise, is that they kind of nerfed cavalry in an interesting way in this game, at least from what I've heard. Cavalry in this game seem to have, like, lower speed growths, and they actually lose a little bit of speed base. That's a really nice crit
I
rate.
had no choice.
Impressive.
And some people say it kind of makes sense to nerf the speed of cavalry, I guess to compensate for them, you know, being incredibly good in the movement department. Because, yeah, that's a problem that a lot of Fire Emblem games have had. Cavalry tend to be kind of broken. Even outside of the Tellius games, I mean, honestly though, I do think in FE7 and 6, giving paladins access to swords, axes, and lances, in my opinion, was a horrible mistake. I'm glad that Sacred Stone toned it down to just swords and lances, but even then they were still incredibly good.
Predictable. No hesitation. You fought well.
But now you're a smear on the floor.
Saw that coming.
But yeah, what I was saying is that the cavalry thing makes a little bit of sense because historically, cavalry would deliver like one crushing blow on the charge, and then they'd have to wheel around for a second attack. So it would make sense for them not to be able to do double attacks as easily as other classes. I probably should have had Cyril get that, but oh well.
That was tough.
I have 2 skirmish battles to do, so I may as well, so it's not like I lose out on a lot here.
I have so far left to go.
Yeah, I'd appreciate a little more speed from Ash. I've heard conflicting reports on how good he is. Some people say they've had Ash be really good for them, and some people say not so much. Well, I suppose Dedu can get a little bit of an axe snipe in here.
Ineffective.
That is actually, like, now that I hear it, that's a pretty cool no damage sound. And I've got a lot of experience with no damage sounds because, yeah, actually not exactly the no damage sound, but, like, my username is kind of named after the sound that Armor Knights make in some games. Like, that is actually a definite cling sound they're making, so that makes me happy, I guess. Who wants a pointless physic?
Well done.
I'm only doing this for experience. Well done for healing me from so far away. I think I do want Ingrid to get closer. Oh, I am actually doubling you. I should have realized that. I knew I'd crit too. I just had this feeling he was going to crit.
Who's next?
It's like sometimes in Fire Emblem you can just tell when someone's going to critical. I probably said that in an earlier playthrough, but sometimes you just get that feeling. You're just like, I just had this gut feeling someone's going to critical. They're also first Kanzo of the playthrough. It's been quite a while. Oh, rally.
My thanks.
That's only resistance, isn't it? Or is it magic? I forget. I know her rally is not like that amazing. Yeah, I'm really hoping this is raising support points with Hilda, because if it's not, then I need to deploy her next time. Also, I want to leave some for you are a dumb.
Too easy.
I was hoping that Cyril could get that. I mean, I could try and have him get the boss though. Actually, now seems like a good time for Stride. Yeah, it does seem like you have to be adjacent to someone in order to use Stride. You can do it! You can move 5 squares further, go! I don't know why I just find that funny. Okay, yeah, if he does do that, bad things will happen to him, so maybe not. Stride is kind of hilarious, though. Okay, good enough to get you level 10, which means either Pegasus Knight or Cavalier. And that was a great level.
Stronger still.
Can I check out her personal for a second? Oh yeah, it actually affects Gambit. It's not just like a stat boost. For some reason I thought it was just a stat boost if you had a battalion equipped. But no, that's Lauren's. If I do that, you will attack. I definitely want Cyril to be the one to finish the boss. I could throw a javelin plus at you. And then have Felix come in to finish you. I mean, I guess I'll have more opportunities to train Cyril later. How close is he to leveling up? I'm very close, yeah. All I need to do is leave at least one enemy for him. Which I'm not sure the AI will allow, but I can try.
Too slow.
Felix really is saying a lot of Sonic-like
Why am I
quotes.
even here?
But he acts more like Shadow. I know you all saw that coming.
I have improved.
Okay, Bullion. I wonder if he moves. They both attack Cyril. How's his defense? His defense is 7. I think it's actually, no, it's equal to Ingrid. I'm pretty sure Cyril has a bow equipped. Oh no, he has close counter, so that's fine if he has a bow equipped. And if by some extremely off chance he ends up dying, also I can do these to boost his experience. If by some extremely off chance he ends up dying, I can always use my wibbly wobbly timey wimey powers to fix that. And yeah, C+, nice.
I'm getting much better.
Faith level 3, what does that do? Guess I won't find out until the next phase. Of course, in Age of Empires, well, 2 specifically, Faith makes use of resistance to conversion. It's still hilarious how you actually have to research Faith. And not all civilizations have access to it either.
Feel like I grew up a little.
Okay, you are not dead, thankfully. I mean, it means I lose a turn for my turn count, but still. Sylvain probably needs it more. Actually, though, I'd really like a net to get a kill here. In that case, I have an extra use of Stride. Let's just skip over that. You've got... Motivational speaking! Increases movement. because Fire Emblem. That's just great. Okay, if I am going to do that, I should probably move Byleth there for the experience booster. I like Byleth's personal skill. I like how, like, it makes sense with the whole teaching theme that he buffs the experience gain of nearby allies, and it's kind of cool that you have an ability like that, because
Thank goodness.
it doesn't often happen in Fire Emblem games. I mean, you have Paragon to buff your own experience gain, but there aren't a lot of ways to buff the experience gain of allies. Oh, okay, Cyril got MVP, somehow. And renown increase means more statues. So, do I have to explore the monastery to turn that in? Because that's what's actually worrying me. If so, I plan this out poorly. I don't see the quest popping up as completed, so that really worries me. So something that I recently learned from comments is that hidden talents or budding talents only increase if you personally teach, not from goals. So, yeah, thanks for pointing that out. It's taken me ages to finally find that out.
Thank you.
Yes, that's another star there. Wow, she's working really hard today.
I couldn't have done it without you.
I guess we can teach Cyril, even though, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of motivation.
I could have kept going.
E+
I
riding.
can really do this.
But I kind of prefer if you get your flying skill up.
It seems I failed to understand.
Would he prefer consoling? He's an optimist, so maybe?
Do not mind me.
Ah, yeah. Okay, here are my goals for everyone for this week. Let's begin.
Professor.
No, I want you on Sword and Lance. You've already been on Cavalry too long. Whose birthday is it today? Leonie's birthday. I think I'll just give flowers.
We did well enough.
Well enough, you did perfectly. One off leveling authority, really? On Dimitri?
Each new experience is an asset.
Okay, I think he's ready for Lord now.
So this is how it's done.
Deadeye. Well, that's probably not nearly as terrible as it is in Path of Radiance.
I'm really getting the hang of this.
Authority level 2.
I'm doing it.
Point blank volley. Haven't seen that before.
Well done.
Okay, good. It automatically completes. Nice. And we get a new battalion, too. Merchant Military, I think? Yeah, here you go. Merchant Military. Poison Tactic. Detonate a toxic barrel, so poisoned Fluffernutter. To inflict poison. Okay, so that's kind of cool. But it does lower physical attack. I definitely want someone to be using that. Maybe Cyril should use that. So, I don't know if that increased Byleth supports with Hilda at all. That's not good. Next time I might try and just straight up deploy her and see if that makes a difference. But we have a whole ton of other supports. A lot involving Felix, so we're gonna get even more edgelord action. Yeah, okay, so I think I'll take care of these supports and that next fight next time. So, see you all for that. Oh, wait. Before I go, though, gotta check out what Deadeye and Point Blank Volley are. Oh, and I forgot to actually mention this before, but Shatter Slash is that thing that he got from his hidden talent, It's basically an attack that does defense seal. Doesn't seem like it's going to be that great, but I guess we'll see. So what's Deadeye? Range 3 to 5. No hit bonus, though. But I think I'll swap it out for Curve Shot and see if that is more effective. As for Point Blank Volley... Quickly at close range. Attack twice at range 1. So yeah, it said combat arts can't double unless specified otherwise, but this one does specify otherwise. There's also Curved Shot, which I kind of feel is more effective than some of your other things. Like, Monster Breaker is useless if you're not fighting monsters, obviously. I might as well swap those two in while I'm... In fact, I'll swap that for, Okay, so next time we'll be doing the second quest battle of this chapter. See you then.